We navigate the outer reaches of the known universe on the Prodigious star, the fictional spaceship that is our floating home. We are galaxy explorers, seeking to discover worlds that challenge our imagination. We set out in search of adventure, heading towards a wild and previously unseen planet. It is a world of fiery ice, hotter than a star, made of metal and clouds born from ashes. We venture through the Kuiper Belt, a vast region of icy debris that surrounds the solar system. It is a strange place, filled with ice fragments, broken rock, and hundreds of billions of worlds. We explore Haumea, a dwarf planet with 2 moons and an icy ring, which is the fastest spinning object in the solar system. This is a mysterious world with a prominent red spot and a peculiar family of small worlds. We continue our journey in search of new worlds and new discoveries. We travel trillions of kilometers to reach the most distant and unknown exoplanets. We chart the map for future pioneers who may someday plant their flags on unimaginable worlds. We are the travelers of the universe, seeking new horizons and exploring the limits of nature. The Kuiper Belt region is the celestial residence of small worlds, up to 200 dwarf planets, that wander the universe in search of their destinies. These small celestial bodies are like seeds of life, waiting for the moment to bloom and become a base for interstellar exploration. One day, when we leave our earthly home, Gateway 2, the Alpha Centauri star system will be there to greet us. Help us grow and reach more people. If you like our content, please don't forget to value my hours of research and production. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share with your friends on social media. Together, we can build something true that can go much further. Thank you for supporting our work. In this triple star system, the red dwarf Proxima Centauri orbits around Alpha Centauri A and B, forming a cosmic dance. As we approach Proxima Centauri, we are greeted by 2 giant rings of dust, which spin around the star as if they were celestial guardians. But it is on Proxima Centauri B that we find the true jewel of this star system. This exoplanet, the closest to home, has mass and density similar to Earth, suggesting that it is composed of rocks. Orbiting in the habitable zone of its star, it may harbor liquid water, and therefore it is possible that it has conditions for life. Perhaps this is the first step for humans to step on other star systems. When we get there, we can look to the sky and admire Proxima Centauri and its sister stars on a clear night, as if they were the lights of a celestial city. Our sun, a glimpse of light from a distant home, shines in our skies, but our celestial neighbors are still unknown and strange to us. As they explode violently, our mother star can turn planets into a deadly silence. The only way to unravel these mysteries is through our own investigation and exploration. Missions are already planned to reach the system within 20 years, sending nanosatellites powered by light sails to investigate. If humans step on the surface of Proxima b, it will be a historic moment, the moment we become an interstellar species, continuing to travel deeper into space. Our journey takes us away from familiar things and puts us in an unknown world. GJ 436b is a strange planet and its orbit is hot, close to its star. With temperatures on the surface reaching incredible 438 degrees Celsius, it's easy to imagine a surface covered by a vast sea of lava. But this world, the size of Neptune, is anything but a hot ice world, where extreme gravity compresses water vapor into a strange form called Ice 7. In this hostile environment, the pressure is so intense that ice can withstand the scalding heat without evaporating. However, above the surface, the story is different, with a comet-like trail extending for 9 million miles. Although most planets in the universe are not suitable for human life, there is hope on the horizon. A small red dwarf star 39 light-years away, known as TRAPPIST-1, promises to be a surrounding oasis, with 7 terrestrial planets clustered around their mother star. As we look at the cosmos, we see the brilliance of a multitude of stars, each with its own planets in orbit. In the TRAPPIST-1 system, there are planets as small as Earth, orbiting as close to Mercury, but with the possibility of accommodating life. TRAPPIST-1H is like a cold roof, but the 4 stars in the center fall within the habitable zone of the mother star, giving this system a great chance of producing life. TRAPPIST-1e is one of the most expected candidates for habitable planets, being much older than Earth. But, life in this system faces challenges. Each planet is theoretically locked by tide, with one side always pointing to the mother star and the other to the icy depths. Extreme temperatures can be an obstacle to life, but under favorable conditions, one of the planets could have a vast ocean on a hot side, around the star, where the water is still liquid. Between dry land and eternal winter, there is a region, the twilight zone, with the ideal temperature for life. The TRAPPIST planets are now primary targets of the James Webb Space Telescope, which is searching for signs of life in their atmospheres. If our descendants reach this star system, they will see a sky filled with many sister stars, each alongside an opaque red star, warm like a cozy fire. These habitable planets are 64 light-years away, in a seemingly peaceful world. In the infinite path of the universe, there's a place that seems like a fairy tale. A ball of white clouds floating in graceful shades of blue, like a dream. However, as we approach this gas giant, we discover that it is not a welcoming place. The wind here is a relentless storm, faster than the strongest storm ever recorded by man, 25 times over. And those beautiful blue spots are actually sharp and glassy silicate particles traveling at 7 times the speed of sound. If it's not the deadly storm, then the extreme heat is enough to end anything that tries to inhabit this world. The atmosphere is so hot that it melts massive gold and evaporates it at an incredible rate of 590 million kilograms per second. In this hostile place, even the sky wants to escape. As we travel through the cosmic darkness, 400 light-years from Earth, we come across an enchanting sight. This young planet looks familiar, but when compared to Saturn, we discover that it's a completely different world. Saturn, the true Lord of the Rings. Its rings are 200 times larger than this planet, with almost 120 million kilometers in width, almost the distance from Earth to the Sun. Its rings are so wide that they can easily be seen at night. In the deep darkness of the galaxy, there's a beauty like no other that shines like a celestial gem. We're talking about a planet that looks like a much larger moon, surrounded by rings that are 200 times larger than Saturn's and extend nearly 120 million kilometers. These rings are as wide as the distance from Earth to the Sun and are visible at night as a glittering jewel. But the celestial beauty doesn't stop there. There are triple star systems that offer a dreamlike view, where you can watch the sunset and sunrise at the same time. The Orion Nebula is the home of a spectacular image, where a huge dust cloud envelopes one of the newly born stars, and there is evidence of a hidden planet inside, opening a gap in the gas and dust cloud. This is the first time we have known a star orbiting 3 times at the same time, and some planets look more like the star itself. But this is a cruel and inhospitable world, where the winds are the fastest known in the universe and the atmosphere is hot enough to melt massive gold, with evaporation occurring at a rate of about 590 million kilograms per second. The daytime region reaches 3,000 degrees Celsius, an incandescent hell, trapped to its mother star. This is the universe, a place full of wonders and unknown dangers, where beauty and cruelty coexist in perfect balance. Billions of poetic double sunset landscapes, millions of shining rings, and planets orbiting multiple stars. Nearly half of all sun-like stars have more than one star suggestion, offering an infinity of surprising landscapes to discover. And thus, the death of a massive star is only the beginning of the story, a moment where the universe expands and renews itself. With an explosion that wipes out everything in its path, a new world is born, forged from the ashes of the dead. Like a zombie planet, this new world is bathed in the flickering light of its dead star, and its landscapes are as unique as those of active stars. Particles carried by the pulsar rush towards the planet's surface, illuminating the night sky with dazzling auroras. And although it is bathed in lethal X-rays on planets with thick atmospheres, these rays are converted into heat, allowing liquid water to flow on the surface and eventually, life to thrive around the stellar corpse. The discovery of zombie planets just 2,300 light-years away is one of the latest scientific achievements. The first is Ghoul, a star smaller than Mercury, bathed in intense X-rays. And in the second pair, we find Xing, a planet with a mass 3 times greater than Earth's. Bathed in X-rays, there are no active stars in this universe to provide heat, but still, life flourishes, proving that death is not the end of the story, but only the beginning of a new chapter in the universe. This is just one of the countless science fiction journeys we can take. Come with us to explore the universe, through other dimensions. All my gratitude for having made it this far with me. Until the next video.